Yo, what's up, Diamond family? It's your man Vivi, and welcome back to the VVS Academy. As you guys know, I'm here every week dropping off gems, teaching you to record and mix your music better. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Look, man, I got a really crazy video for you guys today. I'm going to be answering the question, do you need to be using tape? Like, what's all the hype about, right? So I'm gonna show you 3 examples of how to use tape. You can decide if you should use it or not. I won't even overtalk it, which I'm right into the track. If you need a template for recording in Logic or in Pro Tools, check out my free templates down below. They're gonna change the game for you, get you where you wanna go right away. All right, let's dive into it. I'll play back the track and then we'll dive into the examples.
Pool of tears and my liquor got it watered down. I remember all the days I used to bust it down, baby. Saw you on the daily. Been a couple months, I ain't hearing from you lately. I got that purple rain, that's for the pain.
Alright, bet. So as you can hear, the song already sounds tough. The balance and everything is already pretty good. So let's just see how we can improve it. So the first way we're going to use the tape machine is actually on the instrumental. So I made the beat, so I could go back in and get the stems, but I'm going to show you guys how to work if you just have the MP3. So first thing I'm going to do is load up the virtual tape machine. So if I listen to the beat as it sounds now, I feel like it's missing a lot of low end, especially the kick. The kick isn't really punching the way I want it to. So I'm going to see if I can dial in some settings on the tape machine to bring that back in. So I'll let you hear what I did and then I'll show you how I did it. So here, I'll solo out the beat, listen specifically to the kick. So you can hear it, the kick is in there. I think it pairs well with the 808 and everything. But I think it can still stand out a little bit more. Like, I feel like the kick can have a little bit more punch. So listen to it with the tape machine added. So you hear how the low end just got a little bit more beefy, a little bit more full. That's saturation, and that's what the tape machine brings. The tape machine brings a lot of saturation, which is actually distortion, but it's in a pleasing way. So I'm gonna show you what I dialed in. The first thing I did was actually turn the input down because it was clipping the tape machine, which isn't terrible because it's meant to clip, it's meant to add distortion, but you don't want it going crazy. You want it just laying over here on the red side. So here I'm gonna show you, watch the needles. This is the input and this is the output. Perfect. So next I messed with the bias. What the bias does, I kind of think of this like an EQ in a way. The high bias is obviously going to bring out more of the high end. The low bias is going to bring out more of the low end. I like to keep it in the middle most times because most beats are kind of EQ'd in a smiley face. Like there's a lot of low end, a lot of high end, and a hole in the middle. And so if you kind of saturate more of the mid range, it kind of flattens things out. And it translates much better on smaller speakers and stuff like that. So I set the bias in the middle, and then the speed, I like to use the 30 IPS or inches per second, which is referencing how fast the tape moves, because the faster the tape moves, the more of the transients, the more of the punches come through. I use the 2-inch 16 track because we're working on individual tracks rather than working on the main overall master fader. And then the FG 456 and the FG 9, I just flip between the two to hear which one sounds the best. So I'll flip back and forth between some of these settings and let you hear how things change. Yeah, you can really feel how soft things get when we switch to the 15 IPS. It really kind of loses a lot of the transients. It almost compresses it in a way that I don't really like for this instrumental. Let's go ahead and see what the FG9 sounds like. Yeah, the FG9 is just like a bass boost. And so if I have a beat that's a little bit thin or it doesn't have as much 808 as I want, sometimes the FG9 just gives me exactly what I need. So this setting right here, I think is kind of perfect for the beat that we have. Let me show you how we can use this on vocals. So if I go down to my lead bus, and right now I only have a black box on the vocal, what I'm gonna do is load in a virtual tape machine here as well. Now for this one, his vocal is pretty low, but I think I still might want to add some low end to it. So I'm going to go with the FG9 here. I'm going to still keep the bias in the middle, and let's bring the speed down so they can get a little bit of compression going. Remember 216 because we're working with individual channels rather than the overall mix. Let's hear what that sounds like. We might need to go back and unsolo the beat. There we go. Let's see.
Promethazine up in my teardrops, head keeps spinning while I'm tripping off what I pop. Lot of lame niggas out here trying to take my spot, still getting shivers like it's winter when your name drop. I'm fucked up, yeah, I got a lot of issues, spilling on my tears, now a nigga need a tissue. It's a lot of girls, lot of drugs that I misuse, can't move on, but I wish I didn't miss you.
Alright, cool, let's take that off and hear how it sounds.
Promethazine up in my teardrops, head keeps spinning while I'm tripping off what I pop. Lot of lame niggas out here trying to.
You can instantly hear the vocal got less exciting, less engaging, and less present. The tape machine really helped to bring that vocal forward and into the mix in a very dominant way. Let's hear it with it again.
Promethazine up in my teardrops, head keeps spinning while I'm tripping off what I pop. Lot of lame niggas out here trying to take my spot, still getting shivers like it's winter when your name drop.
Cool, I really like the way that sounds. It is a little bit loud, so I'll just turn down the lead bus just a little, maybe a dB or two. All right, let's listen again.
Promethazine up in my teardrops, head keeps spinning while I'm tripping off what I pop. Lot of lame niggas out here trying to take my spot, still getting shivers like it's winter when your name drop.
Yeah, that's fire. All right, so the last way I'm going to show you guys how to use a tape machine is actually on the mix bus. So let's go to the end of our mix bus and let's load up a tape machine. And I'm going to use it a lot differently than I did on the other ones. First of all, I'm going to go for the 1/2 inch 2-track, and we're going to go to the 15 IPS because we want to get a little bit of compression. We're going to see what the FG9 sounds like. I think it might be a little too bass heavy. We might need to use the 456. And let's keep the bias. Let's go for high and see what it sounds like.
Promethazine up in my teardrops, head keeps spinning while I'm tripping off what I pop. Lot of lame niggas out here trying to take my spot, still getting shivers like it's winter when your name drop. I'm fucked up, yeah, I got a lot of issues, spilling on my tears, now a nigga need a tissue. It's a lot of girls, lot of drugs that I misuse, can't move on, but I wish I didn't miss you, yeah.
And really, man, it's that simple. Tape machine is a little bit of a hack, man. If you know how to use it right, it can really get your vocals to sit in the mix and dominate the song, really help your song to translate on other systems. Gives it some warmth, gives it some depth, some punch, and some power. These are the tips I'm giving you guys day in and day out. And if you need a little more help, drop me a line down below. Remember, my name is VB, and I'm here for you, man. Stay humble, make diamonds only. Peace.
Promethazine up in my teardrops, head keeps spinning while I'm tripping off what I pop. Lot of lame niggas out here trying to take my spot, still getting shivers like it's winter when your name drop. I'm fucked up, yeah, I got a lot of issues, spilling on my tears, now a nigga need a tissue. It's a lot of girls, lot of